Jai Shri Ram. Snippets from the Mahabharata. In the Adi Parva, there is an instance where the Devas put the Mahabharata in one pan of a balance and the Vedas in the other pan, and they finally were convinced that the Mahabharata weighed more than all the Vedas put together. So Mahabharata actually consists of 18 books. Each one is called a Parva. There are 2109 chapters in it, and they are all differing in size. And there is an annex called Harivamsha. The annex of Harivamsha is around 20,000 shlokas dealing with the life and history of Sri Krishna. And in the Vanaparva, Pandavas lived in the forest Kamyaka forest. Bhishma was struck down on the 10th day. In the Shanti Parva, which is the 12th chapter, Yudhishthira was crowned king and Bhishma was still lying on his bed of arrows awaiting death. Before taking up duties as the king, Yudhishthira goes to Bhishma and takes his blessings and instructions in dharma. The three dharmas, Raja Dharma, Apad Dharma and Moksha Dharma, which are part of Shanti Parva. And the Shanti Parva is considered the most important, or in fact the fruit of the Mahabharata. The next Parva is called Anushasana Parva, instruction. Bhishma, still on his deathbed, continues his instructions on several topics like duty, freedom, fasting, and also narrates many stories which enlighten listeners on dharma and related topics. Then the next Parva is Ashwamedhika Parva, when Yudhishthira conducted the Ashwamedhika, when he became the emperor of Bharata. Ashrama Vashika Parva and Swargarohana Parva follow. There is the Mausala Parva also. Ashrama Vashika, Mausala Parva. Mausala Parva, how Yadavas fought against each other and destroyed themselves. And the Mahaprasthana. Mahaprasthana is death. And the last one is Swargarohana Parva. Vyasa took 3 years to write the Mahabharata, 3 years. And he was a contemporary of the Pandavas and Kauravas. And many of the events of the Mahabharata were personally witnessed by Vyasa. Vyasa's Bharata was first expounded by Vaishampayana at the Sarpasatra of Janamejaya. And at the request of Janamejaya, Vaishampayana added some more facts to the original work, known then as Jaya. So the Jaya with these accretions came to be known as Bharata Samhita. Next, Suta, who narrated this story to Shaunaka and others in the Naimisharanya, added some more matter to the Bharata Samhita and made it larger, and the present Mahabharata is this expanded edition of Suta. So Vyasa originally called it Jaya, and Jaya with added details and facts added by Vaishampayana came to be known as Bharata Samhita, and Bharata Samhita, which was then narrated again by Suta to Shaunaka and other rishis in the Naimisharanya, he also added, and then that is how it came to be known as Mahabharata. So the Vyasa's Bharata was first expounded by Vaishampayana at the Sarpasatra of Janmejaya, and Suta later narrated the story to Shaunaka and rishis in the Naimisharanya. So the three names are Jaya, Bharata Samhita and Mahabharata. Sri Krishna left his physical body on the first day of Kali Yuga. That was 3102 BC. 3102 BC. Sri Krishna died on the first day of Kali Yuga. And so that was 36 years after the war. Therefore, the Mahabharata battle was fought in 3138 BC. 3138 BC. The Pandavas ruled the country for 36 years after the war, and Vyasa wrote the Mahabharata after the death of the Pandavas. And Vyasa took 3 years to complete this work. So it can be concluded that Vyasa wrote the epic in 3100 BC. Megasthenes, who visited India in 300 BC, records that the majority of Hindus were Vaishnavites.